Hello Pisces, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading for the second half of November. General reading, as always, guys, it won't resonate with every single person. So please do take from this reading what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box. And of course, I will include a link to the decks and creators that you see here today, Pisces. These are the 3 decks that we will be using to pull focus messages from today. The first is by Angelic Revelation 144, the Naked Flame Healing Messages deck. And then we'll grab a message from the Love Journey deck by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials. And then we'll grab a message from the Behind the Moon Oracle by Calico Moon. Okay, guys, so let's get started and see how this goes for you here today, Pisces. And as always, cross-watchers and anyone else who's been guided to tune in are certainly welcome. So let's begin. Let's see where this is going to go. I don't have any particular questions in mind for your bonus reading, just allowing the cards to communicate whatever needs to come through here today. All right, let's start. I'm guided to this card here. I am a mess right now. I am so fucking confused and I don't know what I want right now. I need to go within for answers. This could be your person feeling this way. That could be reversed, of course, and it could be you feeling this way, but I'm just feeling it intuitively here, Pisces, that it's the person that you have in mind for this reading. They're a mess right now. They know it. They're not in a good mental space. They're confused. They don't know what they want. They don't know what to do. And that could explain why they're not reaching out, why they're not talking to you, why they might have ghosted you, why there's no interaction, despite any efforts that you have put forward to communicate, if at all. Okay, so we'll add to that, of course, to see why they're feeling that way. Let's grab a message from the Love Journey deck here. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Pisces. For this bonus reading, second half of November, let's grab this card. I want to explore the world with you. Okay, what I get from this, pairing this up with that first message, is that maybe you guys had plans to travel. You guys thought about long-term commitment, where this could ultimately go, building a life together, sharing a life, getting married someday, having kids someday, the whole thing, the whole dream come true. And if you guys are in separation, not together, no interaction, no communication, maybe there was a painful parting of the ways here, and they're coming through, communicating to you, Pisces, that they're a mess. In a nutshell, they are a mess. And maybe they need to just go within, as it says, you know, they need to go within for answers to try to get rid of this confusion and whatever is causing them to be in that state at this point in time. You know, what's causing that when it comes to this individual? Maybe you know what that is, you know? You could be feeling this way yourself, so we'll have to add to that, of course. All right, your third focus message here. Let's grab this card. Our bond can never be broken. It knows no time, no distance, no circumstance. So what I'm getting here from these 3 focus messages, Pisces, is, for one thing, I don't feel you guys are together. So this is coming through already for those of you who are in separation and there's no communication, no interaction. But there's this bond that you do share. It's a very special connection that you have with each other. And despite the physical distance in the 3D world, that bond still exists. You feel it, they feel it, it's very much a part of you, it's still a part of them. Because if they didn't give a shit, if they didn't care, they wouldn't be a mess. They could just move on with their life, go about their business, get into another relationship, and not give you another thought. But that's not what's happening here. They can't let you go, they can't detach, because there's this undeniable bond that they still feel with you. And I have a feeling here, Pisces, you feel it as well. I am picking up that you feel it as well. All right, so let's see where this is going to go. We'll start off with the Mystic Moon Oracles here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Pisces for this bonus reading for the second half of November. What do we need to know here for this bonus reading? We've got family. So either you guys already had children together, you had a family together, or your families have known of this connection and they were affected as well, or impacted by a breakup or a separation. This could be future energies of what you guys could have together if you can get onto the same path and have the same vision. Look at this. We've got observer followed by divine feminine. So either a divine masculine is keeping tabs on the divine feminine, or of course that could be reversed and it's the divine feminine keeping tabs on the masculine on social media, more than likely. Or if they still keep in touch with mutual friends or family that you guys, you know, are very close, perhaps families are close, and it could certainly be that whoever is keeping tabs is maybe asking about you, Pisces, or you're asking about them. This could be what you're both doing from a distance, both keeping tabs on each other, both keeping an eye on each other. I'm kind of feeling more so on social media. So during this time of introspection, because this person's a mess and they're confused and they don't know what to do, part of what they might be seeing on social media might be confusing them. Also, if you've moved on to somebody else, Pisces, if you know you have, that could be the other way around. And if you're observing your person with somebody else and you've got all of these feelings and you still feel this special bond and you don't know what to do with it, it's like, well, you know, they've moved on or you've moved on. What do I do with these emotions in my heart space? You know, so whoever is identifying with that energy is not in a very good place in their heart, in their head. But look at this. We have union, okay? So someone still wants union here. Could be the divine feminine since it's next to that divine feminine card. But there are lessons that are a part of this journey for both of you. We have recognition. So maybe somebody wasn't recognizing the value in this partnership or didn't appreciate what you guys had when you had it. It might have taken distance and separation for either yourself or your person to finally understand what this person meant. And then we've got the patience card coming through here. So this is letting us know that it's going to take a little bit of time to either hear from this person or for you to communicate with them, for things to move to the next level in this connection, whether there's closure here that's needed or perhaps you guys coming back together. So it's going to take time. Divine timing seems to be playing a huge role lately in the messages that are coming through. So let's add to this. And let's take a look and see, when it comes to the person that you're thinking about for this reading, Pisces, what are they thinking? You know, we already know they're a mess and they're fucking confused, as it says, you know. I'm so fucking confused. I don't know what I want right now. Maybe that's why we've got questions here. Whoever's keeping tabs on the other, whoever's doing that. So let's dig a little bit deeper here, Pisces, and see what else is up with this connection. What are you thinking? What are they thinking? What do we have? I can't risk losing you to someone else. Tell me what I have to do and I will do it. I do get that feeling here for some of you guys, that somebody might have already moved on to someone else and the other person is having regrets maybe over how things ended between the two of you. I'm feeling it for the divine feminine for some reason. So if you identify with that, it could be who is picking up off of that divine feminine energy. It is just energy, just to emphasize that. It could be male or female. Divine feminine energy. So whoever identifies with that vibe, that's the person who's afraid of losing the other person. So whatever side of the fence you're on here, Pisces, they're willing to do whatever it takes to be able to bring this connection back into union. Look at this. I will prove my love to you. My actions will show you I am sincere. Maybe they weren't sincere before. Maybe they just didn't put in enough effort to let you know that they care, that they love you, that they want you. And since they're not willing to risk losing you to somebody else, I have a feeling here they're willing to dive right in, like full in, to put in the work that's necessary in order to mend this partnership. Look at this next message. I have bought you an engagement ring. I have been keeping it for the perfect time. Whoa. So we might have a proposal of marriage here for some of you guys. They're just waiting for the right time. And if somebody's already moved on to another relationship, that kind of puts a stop to this, or at least stalls it. You know, it's kind of hindering progress for this person to be able to reach out and propose marriage here. They've been keeping it for the perfect time. So whoever has done this, if this applies to your situation, maybe you, the viewer, are the one that ended up buying an engagement ring and you're wanting to propose to your person. But I'm feeling here for some of you guys, you're observing them and you're keeping tabs on them, and you've realized they've moved on to another partnership. So timing might be off a little bit here, which is why you're being asked to have patience, because maybe that person who's moved on to another relationship, that cycle needs to phase out first, because it's certainly no guarantee that they're going to be with that person forever. It might just be you got to let this thing unfold and see what happens with that situation first before you make your move, if that is something that you resonate with. With just one look, you made me believe in love. How is that even possible? So maybe, Pisces, there's something about the way you look at this person. They're very attracted to you, and you really drew them in, you know? They fell in love with you, you fell in love with them. There's this bond that can never be broken between the two of you. And yet, here we are, two people at this time who more than likely are not together. Now, this is interesting. I knew that we had been married in past lifetimes the first time I saw you. So if you guys were married in a past lifetime, they want to be married to you again in this lifetime. So we do have that engagement ring that's coming through here. For those that have connected in a past life, that makes sense. Your face is the most beautiful face I've ever seen in all my life. The first time I saw you, I knew I wanted to see that face every day of my life. And when you guys went into separation, that really messed them up. It messed them up big time. And last message, I have never felt the way I feel about you with anyone else. I was yours immediately. So clearly you guys were very attracted to each other right from the very beginning. You got along well, the chemistry was good, and somewhere along the line something happened here that broke you guys up. Could it have been another person? Possibly. Or just some challenges that you guys were unable to overcome at the time. But what I'm getting here, Pisces, the person that you're thinking about for this reading, they're not going to give up without a fight. They still want you. They still desire you. They're willing to do whatever it takes to win you back. And I'm even picking up here intuitively that they don't care if they make a fool of themselves trying to win you back. They don't care. They're willing to do whatever it takes for you to understand that they love you, that you're the one that they want, and that there's nobody else, no one else that can fill that part of their heart. Nobody else, just you. That's it. Okay, so let's add some tarot to this. This is my tarot teacher deck for those who are unfamiliar. This is a deck that I created especially for beginners who would like to learn how to read tarot. And it does contain upright and reversed meanings for each card. So there's no second guessing what it is. You'll know right off the bat what that card means. So along with this deck and all of the others that you see here, all of those links are down below. And I believe the MPC shop right now, where I have my decks manufactured, they have a Black Friday sale going on currently. So I've posted it on my Instagram page, all of that information and the discount code. So you might want to check that out if you're interested. And I believe once you visit the MPC website, they've got it on there anyway, letting people know that there's a Black Friday sale. All right, guys, so just FYI. All right, Pisces, for this bonus reading, we've got the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is coming up in the reverse, so that's how we're going to read it here. Someone's panicking. It's representing a delay, which makes sense. They're actually coming through with very impatient energy. And so the angels are wanting them to know, it's like, stop being so impatient, because you can't rush this. You have to be patient. This can still work out, but they have to cool it. You know, they have to just chill out for a minute and realize that when this is meant to come back together, that's when the stars can align, so to speak, you know? Now, the Eight of Wands, picking up off of fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius for some of you guys. This indicates a holiday romance for some of you. We've got the holiday season here. So this month, December, even early into January, something of significance might happen here between the two of you to where you guys can actually sit down and talk and have a conversation about what it is that you're both wanting to manifest in this partnership. We've got the Six of Swords here. So for some of you guys, your person could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This is letting you know that it's time to release baggage that you guys have been carrying when it comes to the past. It's time to move forward from that. You guys are heading towards calmer waters here. This is a very healing card right here because you're transitioning. You're leaving something behind that wasn't serving a purpose any longer for either of you. Now, for some of you guys, travel might be involved to be able to connect with your person. We've got the Hermit card here, which makes sense. So for some of you, your person could be a Virgo. This is a card of soul searching, of self-reflection, somebody who just needs time to themselves. Going back to this very first message here, guys, remember, this person is a mess right now. They're acknowledging that. And it does say, I need to go within for answers. And how do you do that? You go into hermit mode. So it makes sense. Could be your person right here. They just need to be left alone for a minute to figure things out for themselves. So they're in pretty heavy introspection and contemplation mode right now, trying to come up with a plan on how to win you back. We've got the Devil energy right here. So some of you guys, maybe your person is a Capricorn. This is a card of bondage or even addictions for some of you, if that's been a factor in this partnership. Somebody's been really depressed since you guys have been in separation. They could also be really obsessed with you, observing you, keeping tabs on you. And what this is telling me too is that if your person has perhaps particular behaviors that are not good for them, good for you, good for the connection, They might have to do some shadow work in order to get out of this devil energy. If they're feeling trapped in any way, shape, or form in some aspect of their life, then they need to break free from that. And then we've got the Three of Swords. So no doubt, when you guys parted ways, they broke your heart or you broke theirs. This was very painful. And the Three of Swords can be very lonely energy. You know, devil energy, depression. Three of Swords can be depression as well over a separation. It's going through that grieving process of losing somebody. So maybe that's what happened here. And this could indicate a love triangle for some of you guys. But you've got the World card here, Pisces. So there is a cycle that needs to complete between the two of you. But things, it seems, can improve. It can get better. This is another card of travel. So for some of you guys, there has either been this desire to travel. Because again, going back to this focus message, I want to explore the world with you. So you guys might have even talked about traveling the world together. You can still do that. As long as you guys have the same vision of manifesting this back into union, you can still have that. Because the possibilities are endless when the World card presents itself here. So, you know, one cycle has to close and a new cycle can begin. And I really feel that what broke you guys up might have been a very unstable foundation in your partnership, and the World card is here to offer you a more stable one. Because this person wants to be with you for life. We're talking marriage here, having a family someday, blending families if you guys already have children from previous relationships. And then we've got the Nine of Cups right here, okay? Nine of Cups is satisfaction, it's emotional stability, being able to afford the finer things in life. So maybe you guys coming together financially could be a really good thing for both of you. This is another card of wish fulfillment, realizing dreams together. The Nine of Cups can sometimes be somebody who has a drinking problem. We've got that devil energy, somebody who's dealing with addiction, so it could be alcoholism for some of you guys. But the Nine of Cups is a great card otherwise. It's gratitude, it's contentment, it's prosperity. So no matter where you guys are at on this journey right now, between you and this person, Pisces, I feel they have a lot of regrets over what's happened here, and they want you back. That's a brief summarization of what it is that's going on here. They have regrets and they want you back. They see a future with you still. They still feel the bond with you. It doesn't matter if you guys have broken up years ago or if this just happened 2 weeks ago. Doesn't matter. They still feel so drawn to you. And as this last card says, I've never felt the way I feel about you with anyone else. I mean, how many people are on this planet and you're the only one that matters to them? Nobody else matters. Okay, so let's grab some dialogue messages here. Let's start things off with the Divine Masculine, Pisces, and what this masculine would want to express to the feminine. This is the Romantic Confessions from the Divine Masculine deck by Sister Moon Tarot. So let's start with this and see what the masculine needs to say to the feminine right now. And we do have that Divine Feminine card right there. I wish things would have gone differently between us. Yeah, they've got some regrets here. It is because of you that I know what unconditional love is. And for those of you that experienced somebody that moved on to another relationship, or maybe this is something that you both ended up going towards other relationships during this separation, I have a feeling here your person realized what they moved on to wasn't what it was that they were looking for, and they miss that love that you've given to them. They miss being with you. They miss your presence. And it is because of the connection with you that they now understand the whole concept of unconditional love. What else, please, for Pisces? What else, please? Angels and spirit guides for Pisces, for the divine masculine here. I am mesmerized by your aura. There's something about you, my feminines, that this masculine just can't get enough of you. They're mesmerized by you, very attracted to you, still desiring you. I've tried to detach from you, but I can't. Okay? That's because there's that bond that cannot be broken. I regret not choosing you, you see? So we might have had a masculine here who went in another direction, entered into another relationship, but regrets not choosing the feminine. Why? Because they got scared. I just got scared. Maybe they weren't ready to commit. Maybe they weren't ready to face their real feelings. So that's what's coming through from the divine masculine. So let's grab some messages here from the divine feminine now. This is my X Oracle deck. Sorry, forgot to mention. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Pisces for this bonus reading. All right, feminines, what do you want to say to your masculine here? I tried to call you to apologize, but I guess you blocked my phone number. Okay, so for some of you, my feminines, you tried to reach out to your masculine and they blocked you. So if that's a part of what happened here, it's coming through here. I said a lot of things I didn't mean. I'm sorry. So we have an apology from the feminine here. This is interesting. I'm sorry I hurt you. I regret it more than you will ever know. So for some of my feminines, it could have been you that ended up hurting the masculine here. I'm not the same person who hurt you. So you're letting your masculine know that you've changed, and perhaps it is you, my feminines, who are not willing to risk losing your masculine here and willing to do anything that you need to do in order to win them back. I still want you. Do you still want me? Okay. And I do feel, my feminines, that yes, your masculine definitely still wants you. Okay. So the desire is equal. It's mutual here. All right. So it could go either way, really, depending on who's tuning in, depending on your situation. You know, we have situations where the masculine hurt the feminine, and for some of you guys tuning in, it is the feminine who ended up hurting the masculine. You know, we're not always blaming the masculine here, but it could go either way. So however way it presented itself in your situation, these are the messages that are coming through. All right, guys, so let's add to this with some additional guidance from the Journey of Love deck. This is volume 1 and 2 by Bridget of Divine Essentials. All right, Pisces, let's see what else. What else? Oops, I've got cards mixed into this. Sorry, let me get these out of there. Okay. Let's see what else needs to come through here. All right, what do we have? Number 11, completion. We will always be one. Look at that. And remember, you guys ended up getting the World card, which is cycle completion. This is interesting. Number 29, impatient. I can't wait. We already picked up off of that. Someone is very impatient here. Definitely. Because remember, we ended up getting this 8 of Wands in the reverse. They are impatient. So I'm kind of feeling it could be my masculines who are impatient. Now, this is interesting because we have 11 here. 29 breaks down to an 11. So 11, 11, a twin flame connection for some of you guys. 1111 is also a make-a-wish number. It's a beautiful energy letting you know that perhaps you guys can still come back into union. Number 39 is comparison. Nobody could ever take your place. And yet somebody tried. Look at this. I've been watching you. Jealousy. Okay, someone's jealous of what they're seeing, more than likely on social media. Especially, again, if somebody's already moved on to another relationship. So that's a part of the challenge for some of you guys, which is why there is this need for patience. Because if they're with somebody else right now, or you're with somebody else right now, the timing is a little bit off. And that's why they're a mess. But they're still so attracted to you. Pleasure, number 4, you excite me in ways I never knew existed. Number 27, magnetism, I feel you inside me and it drives me insane. That could be very sexual in nature, absolutely, but just in the sense that you still feel them so deeply in your heart. That's because the bond was always there and it always will be. We have number 25, loyal companion, my love is unconditional. There we go again, with a reference to unconditional love. So for some of you guys, your person's jealous because they know you're with somebody else. Or you're jealous, Pisces, because you know that they're with someone else. I just don't feel that those partnerships will be partnerships that last forever. Let's just put it that way. Because I have a feeling here that you guys are still meant to come back into union. So even if they are in another situation, or you are, I have a feeling those connections might not last. And ultimately, life will find a way to bring you guys back onto the same path to find each other again. That's for some of you guys. So only time will tell, and that's why we've got patience here. That's required. All right, guys, so let's wrap this up with some healing messages here from your angels. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Pisces, from your angels. Some final healing messages to wrap things up for your bonus reading. Forgiveness is needed. And it's true, you know, I have a feeling, especially with, where is that card? With the 3 of Swords, I mean, it's heartbreak, it's betrayal, it's sorrow, it's grief over a love triangle sometimes, you know. So only take that, of course, if you guys have dealt with a third-party situation, but there was heartbreak here, no matter what happened. And you guys have to come to a place of forgiveness in order for you to move forward to explore where this can ultimately go in the future. And so it makes sense to me that there are lessons that need to be learned as a part of this experience, and which is why it's going to take time. And then we've got soulmate. Okay, so we've got twin flame references coming through here, and now a soulmate card. So you guys have a very special, deep soul connection. And that is why you both perhaps haven't been able to really move on in your heart. And that doesn't mean you're not with other people, because I feel for some of you, you have moved on to other connections. But this person will always have a place in your heart. You will always have a place in theirs. Your guardian angels are watching out for you, protecting you during this time, helping you to heal whatever part of you needs healing. Pisces, helping you both to heal, whether that's in your heart space or a physical healing that is needed. Your prayers have been heard, your prayers have been answered, or will be answered in time. For those of you who feel like you're trapped in a situation where you no longer want to be there, you can break free. You know, you're not imprisoned by those situations unless you allow yourself to be. And you have the support of your angel guides, your spirit guides, your friends, your family, people that have your back. You don't have to go through this journey alone. If you need guidance, if you need that shoulder to lean on, if you just need somebody that you can depend on to talk to, they're there for you. So don't lose sight of the support system that you do have surrounding you. You both need to realize this. But it does seem to me that in time, you guys might still be able to bring this full circle and bring this back together. All right, Pisces, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. For anyone interested in a personal private reading, I have mini readings as well as the basic ones available currently. I have put the full-length ones on hold through January 1st, and I'll open it back up January 2nd, and just to give me the opportunity to catch up to the ones I already have on my schedule. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much, as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.